What's going on, guys? Culprit here, and welcome back once again to my Timber and Stone Let's Play. This, of course, is Season 4. This is Day 50, a kind of big, hallmark in the series. Longest series I've done yet, by far, actually. I've had a lot of episodes, but I've never had this much time recorded into a series. You guys seem to be enjoying it. A lot of regular faces coming back, which is a big, a mark for me that I'm doing something right. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We do have 56 citizens. I checked just as I loaded up the game. It's the first kind of recording of the session, which is always a little weird as I kind of get recouped and caught back up into what we were doing. But today we're going to do things a little bit differently. We're going to do a big ad. I'm going to add a bunch of citizens. So I'm pretty much going to have the guys just in the background working and things. And I'm going to add about 9 or 10 names. Nice big batch. These guys are long overdue, some of them. I wanted to make sure I did this. I figured episode 50 was a good opportunity to do it. I'm going to do probably another batch ad like this in the next couple episodes, maybe like the next session I do. I don't know how many episodes I will record in a single session. So if you're out there and you're watching, I don't know if you're there unless you speak up, so please comment. The more you kind of constructive and supportive you are, obviously the more attention you come to. I have kind of a text document where when someone comes in, puts a nice comment, I'll add their name, and as I see another nice comment, I look over the text document the next time, and I might add a 1 or 2 or 3 and let myself know that, hey, this guy's repeatedly posting and definitely deserves to be added. Then we're going to talk about a little bit about the roadmap. I'm going to actually just unpause the game up and start moving. As you can hear, you get a nice little overlay as the city starts to get flat. It starts to lose some of its character, which is kind of sad to me. Love the walls. I'm loving how the walls look. But you can see I'm farming some wood outside. I'm trying to collect wood. I'd like to get wood up to about 1,000 if I could before we try that big bridge. I'm going to get to that in a minute. After I add everybody, what I'm going to do is we're going to go over a little bit of a roadmap. I had a really good comment by one of you guys, and I do have the name. I'll get into it later. Kind of outlining to me what they thought would be a good culmination of the series. And it was a really good post. I thought I'd share it with you guys because I'm probably going to be using it basically as a roadmap for myself. And that'll be my goals. And I think if I'm able to achieve these, I mean, they're kind of ambitious, but in line with what I would like to do. We'll see. I will say that, as I've mentioned, update 1.6 is coming, and I would like to kind of get to a culmination there. Just because 1.6 releases doesn't mean I'm going to drop this series at all. In a perfect world, I mean, let's just assume 1.6 releases and it's perfectly playable. What I'm hoping is that as I play this game more intensively, I'm going to get quite ahead of recording. And I'm always going to have about 10 episodes in queue. So let's say 1.6 starts, I could actually technically start recording a second season, or I guess that would be the 5th season, a new season with 1.6, while still publishing the culmination, the ending, the wind down of Season 4 here. So you guys would get the best of both worlds. You'd get the old season winding down, you get the new season revving up, and then, for me, I would only be playing one and putting the work in on one season, which would be great. I'm also going to be doing Prison Architect as I've been doing, and I am about to launch a new series as well, so keep your eyes out for that. So let's get into this without any further ado. I'm going to try to, cater to your requests, classes and things, but it's going to be kind of hard. I have a lot of people, obviously, in builders and minings and things now. I have to watch the food, actually. I just took a couple of my farmers off the farm to put them into building because that's my, my most labor intensive. I did the same for mining. That's not as big a concern, but food, I just want to make sure it doesn't start dropping too far. If it does, it is. Actually, what I'm going to just have to watch it. If it was at 45 when I started, I'm not really at a low critical point. It looked like it had stabilized with the new farms. If it starts to drop lower, approaches like 4,000, I'm going to take a builder away or two. At least one or two builders, put them back on the farm. That's the most important thing. So, like I said, I will try to accommodate you in your requests of what kind of classes, but I can't really promise that. I do my best. So let's just lead off Darkfire. Mr. Darkfire, you've been a great commenter in the comments for a while now. You really helped me out. You kind of made me think about a bunch of things. I'm gonna make you an engineer. I thought you said a builder perhaps. So we will make you an engineer since I only have one kind of dedicated engineer. Oh no, I'm typing out engineer and I have my cap locks. Let's see. I'm trying to. Oh, that's not it. Oh, that is the font. That is the weird Y, huh? Okay, Darkfire. There we go. I think I got that right. I'm probably going to misspell some things and not catch it as I'm recording and 8 million things, and also trying to make sure I don't get eaten by a spider. Actually don't have any threats at the moment, but I haven't actually panned around. I should have done that before. But welcome aboard, Mr. Darkfire. Thank you so much for being really supportive in the comments and helping me kind of think some things through, and obviously tips and things. You're obviously a seasoned Timber and Stone player, so welcome aboard. Happy to have you. Hope you're enjoying. The second one is going to be, this one is going to be different. I want to get into this one a little bit. And this actually, I'm going to speak to this gentleman. But it actually, here you go. This is a level this will do. This is going, oh, what just happened there? I don't know what that was about. All right, this is going to be Mr. Sniper. Not Mr. Sniper, just Sniper. He's been commenting a ton. He's been around. I cannot reply to your comments. Now, this will go to some of you guys as well. This is just a YouTube thing. If you don't, as far as I understand, this goes on my other account, my other channel. If you don't have a Google Plus account kind of linked up to your YouTube account, the YouTuber is unable to reply directly to you. When you post a comment, literally, there is no reply button for me. I can thumbs up, I can thumbs down, that's it. I did seek you out, went to your YouTube channel, particularly in your Google Plus, and kind of let you know that, because I feel really bad, because you comment all the time, you show great support, I really appreciate that. I have this nightmare that like you're sitting there thinking that I'm not replying to you, and that's not the case. I read every comment everybody posts. I try to give you guys at least a little bit of my time because you're nice enough to give me your time to watch and comment. Sometimes I can't do that. I do my best. I do my very best. If you consistently comment, you will have dialogue with me. Don't worry about that. But Sniper, I can't reply. I don't know why that is. I know you've articulated back. You think you do have a Google Plus account. You're gonna have to look into it. I can't help you with that. But just know that, you know, and it's probably not just me. It's probably all other YouTubers are unable to directly reply to you. So it's not that everybody's stonewalling you, not replying. They just can't. Again, this goes for several of you guys. I get a couple of these every video, but he seems very consistent, and it pains me that I can't acknowledge you, and you're interacting with me. So thank you very much. Welcome aboard. I got you in as Archer, as you had kind of requested. Now, oh man, this one I'm gonna butcher. Joe Papino. He actually is the gentleman that came up with the roadmap, which is very good, and I'll get into that in a second. And he actually, I'm glad I wrote you in here, because now I'm remembering. You also told me. I'm forgetting now. What did you tell me? Put them on top? Is that what you told me? I might have to rethink this. But he told me there's a trick for getting the scaffolding out. If I build scaffolding on top, I can then deconstruct below. So we're going to try that, but I got to figure out how to do this. Might have to do something like this. I think he should be able. They probably can't build that, right? So I'll have to mine down or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but I'll let that run. Let's see. So basically what I'm going to do is kind of go through here. Joetz's infantry, Frostcap, he is taken. I'm trying to kind of give you, there you go, give archers and combat guys, that usually seems to be the most requested role. Joe Pino. I apologize if I get things wrong. Just mention in the comments I got you wrong. But thank you so much for the tip on the scaffolding. I'm going to get into that. I'll probably do it off camera. It's just easier. And, of course, the thing I'm going to get to at the end, or not at the end, but later on in the episode. But thank you very much, man. I hope you're enjoying it. Next one will be Mr. Robust Inferno. Let's see. I'm just trying to pick out I got those gentlemen. Let's see. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, actually, where is he? This one right here, I'm going to switch, because this is going to be Mr. Luton Jr. He actually did me a solid the other day and gave me some good solid advice that led to me getting a free review copy of a game, so I do appreciate that. So I'm going to let him come back as a junior. I do that every now and then. If you guys haven't, did I spell it right, Luton? If I didn't, I always get befuddled at your name. He's another YouTuber like myself. He's a big Battlefield 4 and kind of FPS YouTuber with a bigger channel. He also has a Let's Play channel. It should be linked on the side of my channel. If not, I'll link it down in the description for you guys. Go check it out. Very cool stuff. Very supportive of me. I greatly appreciate that. Welcome aboard. You're probably going to be getting dirty soon as we go across the river to fight the dang skeleton army. And then I don't want to forget, I'm going to go right into Robust Inferno. Who's this guy? Oh, I just did you. I'm going to start forgetting like who's a name and who's not. All right, so I have no choice. We're just going to get into builders. Alice, that is a name. I don't think we is a one there. Don't sweat too much if you become like a builder and you're like, oh my god, I want all the glory. Chances are I will be conscripting some of these folks into my army, because we are going to be traveling across the river, hopefully in the near future, to tackle the army. Robust Inferno. There you go. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your support and your interaction with me in the comments. I do appreciate that. Hope you're enjoying. Welcome aboard. Hope you live long and you settle down here and have a nice little family story play on out for yourself. Let's see. Next one will be. I'm just grabbing people as they walk. I think that's a game name. Dapper Kitty. She's posted a couple times in the comments. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Again, the builder's just a raw labor. You guys will probably, I will select the names out of there, you know, like non-stock game names to, if I do, you know, kind of bring you into the infantry or the archers and things. But thank you. Welcome aboard. John Mandrake. It was Mandrake Cone, I believe, in the comments. I have a little footnote there. What are you going to find more? I'm terrified that, like, I'm going to, you know, somebody else has kind of got a kind of generic name. Like, John Mandrake actually could be one that, like, a week from now or 2 weeks from now, I go, oh, that's a game name, and just delete over you. Gosh, I hope I wouldn't do that. Nice little 19 builder for you there, sir. Thank you so much for your support. Next one, Rick Caveman. You are going to get the... No, that is a name. I recognize that. It's just... It's so weird because I've been in this series so long that these old familiar names that I think are game names are actually people that I put in the first couple episodes. Is this correct? Yes, Rick Caveman, I believe. Best as I can say. Remember, nice little 18 builder. You guys are... I'm working you guys like mules because we got to get a lot done. Securing some things. And yeah, there you go. That wall got finished up. That's it. I'm trying to get this filled in. And then, because one thing I do need, I need to start getting some beds. You know, these couple little beds are getting used quite a bit over here, and they were never really supposed to do that. Between the tower beds and these beds, I put a bunch of beds down below in the mining area. I'd like to just have this feeling that I have this whole side here done, and then I can start some buildings. Like I said, the farm over here, big kind of cathedral, central building there. I could stuff full of beds, because as I get to 56, and now I'm going to be pushing 60. Yeah, food's going down. So what we're going to need to do. Let's see. I want to get... You're a good builder, so I'm going to just steal a low builder. Builder 3, and let's see, farmer. Yeah, I think I had someone else, though. Builder 17. What are you? You builder 18. Builder, all right, you are who? All right, you can go farm again. It's not really who I wanted. I don't want it to... There we go. All right, so that's... We'll have that one there, but I think there was a better one. There you go. Farmer 3. Oh, Robust. Yeah, sorry, Robust. You are moving over to the farm, buddy. Okay, so that's adding two more people over there. The reason I took guys off here, these guys are kind of lounging around, and I don't know if there's enough like work for 2 more farmers, but we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it, and those guys can at least level up. Where did I leave off? I have I have one more name that for today. We're just gonna go. There's Dabber Kitty, Aveline, 50. Oh, she was the 50th. All right, so there you go. Well, she was the 50th, and I should say I don't pay attention to female or male in game. I can't really do that. It's just too much kind of clerical things, especially some of the names I can't tell on YouTube. So I just don't even pay attention to it. So don't be offended if you have a male name. You're a guy, and I put you on a female character. I just, otherwise I would have all the male characters named, and none of the female characters would be named. So I apologize for that, but that just seems to be the best way to go about doing it. Mr. Pine Ranger, welcome aboard. You just posted just recently, just a very nice comment. I read it, made me feel good that, it's something along the lines of your favorite Timber and Stone series, and I kind of really I was like, yes, you get in, sir, because I always appreciate good comments. Especially the ones that make with the feels that make you feel good. A lot of work went into here, so I always like to hear this. This one you're enjoying the most. Like I said, there's going to be another batch of these. That was just about 9, I think, off the top of my head that I saw. There'll be another batch probably in the next couple of episodes. So if you want to get in and you haven't been in yet, please post in the comments. You're probably already on my list if you have posted before. Just kind of needing that like second, third comment to kind of be, yeah, they get in, okay? The one kind of flyby, hit one comment and go, and I never hear from you again. Those guys, I try to kind of not necessarily keep out, but I don't want them taking up places for people that may come later and actually, deserve to be in. So with that taken care of, again, we're just going to scan here. You can see, like I said, I'm having to farm some wood. I have, kind of a couple more wood. I have at least 1 or 2 patrolling the paths. I have this being filled in over here. I had this wall being built up. I'm going to focus this a little bit because I don't want the trees to get hit. And then, of course, filling in this giant landfill, as I titled the other video previously. That's right. Over here, you can see here, I have this is my steel ingots. I have some 86 iron arrows. So what I do have those on reserve. I'm not going to use them for light things, but I will have them. The idea is maybe I can use them when I initially go over here and take these guys out. But, of course, then, Matriarch. As soon as a Matriarch shows, I'm going to have these guys all switch out to iron arrows. I'll put some, armor and weapon racks up here for them. But anyway, I have steel ingots here. I have halberds. I have shields. They should be... I don't know why he's not. Oh, there we go. We're still making halberds. Steel great helm. I don't know why that's not being built. I don't know what the problem is there. let's just take a look. Steel grade helm. I have 2 of those in stock. I'm supposed to be getting. Oh, I need some bronze. Okay, I didn't know that. So we can make up some bronze. We should, yeah, plenty of resources for that. Let's move that up to the top. What is nice with the whole big moat and the underground mine now, I've got some pretty good resources. Like right here, I can actually, the thing here, I have more iron. I believe I do. Maybe I don't. Oh no, I have some more queued up to be made. I don't have much coal. That is something that's going to be taking a problem there. I'm trying to make some more shields. Make sure I added 2 infantry people recently. I got to see what my infantry ranks are. They're probably like 5 infantrymen now. And of course, I'm building them up to build my armor to go, my army to go across some shields, some steel chain for my archers. Again, going to be sending them across. I don't really prioritize them on the wall because I don't think it blocks any necromancer, you know, kind of fireballs or anything. So that's not really something I prioritize. But with the idea of sending them across the river, I want to make sure they're decked out as best they can. Steel coif, same idea. Steel boots. Everybody wears steel boots, so I just want to have a bunch of those. Halberds I want to have on every infantryman, shields like I did below, great helms, and you know, so you get the idea. I want these guys outfitted as best I can, and I'm tired of them like when somebody goes and dumps some armor, some other guy runs back because that's an armor upgrade. I want everybody to have everything. So let's just take a peek right here. Let's just grab Mr. Nicholas. Oh, we should have changed you into somebody. What do you have? Steel choice, steel chain, steel boots. There you go. Perfect. Longbow, stone-tipped arrows. Again, if the, you know what I should make you do though? Put some food on you. I should actually have food barrels up here. I'm leery of putting things up on the wall because in my experience in the past, if a necromancer hits it seems like if you don't have anything on the wall, it'll burn a little bit, but it won't burn too crazy. If you do have stuff here, like even this light, that will stoke the flames, and the flames will get bigger, hotter, and then do more damage. Want to go down here? We've got some weapon racks in here. I don't know if I can sneak one in there. Can I? That would be nice. It looks like we can. I don't know if they can actually build that though, so we'll see. Looks like they should be able to, but we'll see. That'll be good to get a little storage there. So what we're gonna do now, yeah, storage needed. I have this one. I think I should have 2. Are they sleeping? I feel like I should have. Who are you? What are you? You are infantry 16. I don't know where you're going. Oh, you're going to sleep, it looks like. I feel like I should have 2 training, but I'll look at that overnight. So let's get into the roadmap. This is the other big topic I wanted to talk about. This, of course, was posted by Joe Papino. It's going to take a little while to get used to that. So I'm going to just read the comment to you guys, and we'll switch lookouts here so you guys can get a different perspective on everything as they work in the background. So as far as goals, I think there are 3 main goals that need to be met to call this season complete. If you guys remember, this is what I asked you in episode probably 49, maybe 48, because unfortunately it got backwards. So here we go. Cassandra, 15 infantry. That's nice, and no real bad trade. So we're gonna accept them and keep them infantry. So that's what we're gonna do. I want to see what you grab. I'm just curious what's sitting there for you. Iron broadsword, so I need some halberds. Steel boots. That's very nice. So there's no shields and there's no halberd. That's what we need to do. Combat training using dummies. Okay, so let's just see how we're doing over here. We need those done. He's making the bronze. That's fine, because then he'll make the helm. And I got that. I've got iron heater down there. Okay, so we should be good. He is making plaster and everything. Correct. What are those guys making? Cobblestone. I'm going to have them make some more plaster, because I'm going to need quite a bit of plaster. And if I run out of plaster, it kind of holds me back of everything else I'm trying to do. Okay, so let's get back to it. So number 1 for him, like I said, I kind of asked you guys what things you wanted to see me prioritize to get this season to make sure it wraps up. Now that doesn't mean just when I finish these things, the season's done. These are things I want to try to get done before 1.6 comes. 1, war threats removed. I don't care if you build a bridge and let them come to you or launch a full assault on them, but I don't think the season can be won, quote unquote, with an entire army left on the map. And he says, quote, in parentheses, I'm guessing you and most people agree. I do wholeheartedly agree. This season will not end until these guys are wiped off the map. I agree with you totally. I can't claim any kind of success if my city is sitting there, you know, kind of with that threat lurking there. We're relatively safe, but they've been there for so long, and I've practically left them alone to, you know, kind of flourish here, in my opinion. But I've got to take care of them. So that is absolutely, yep, I agree with you totally. That's going to probably happen, and it probably will be step 1, probably, maybe step mixed in with number 2 here. Number 2 is wall defense is complete. I think a complete wall should be one of the requirements to say the settlement is safe and protected as well. Yes, I will agree with this. It should be complete. I don't know if it will be 100% beautiful and finished and every crenellation will be where I want it to be, but it will be a fully enclosed wall. It will be at roughly the height I want and things like that. It will be bastioned. You know, it'll have, like I said, the armor crates and the weapon racks and the food bar. You know, those types of things. It'll be a fully functional defensive wall. It might not be at the beauty level, I hope, but we'll see. That's because how I operate with that stuff is I evolve with that. It's not, you know, I don't really know that, and I'm always tweaking. Might not have time for all the full tweaks, but yes, it will be a fully wall, front, back, 360, all the way around, built up to height and things. I agree with that. That will definitely be one of them. Number 3, an identifiable town. Now, he does this in 3 parts. A is first thing, of course, having the buildings needed. Should be able to look at the town from afar and clearly see that the buildings and just really have a town feel. I agree. You know, I might not fill out the whole wall here, but I think at least a little hub in here of a couple buildings and homes kind of nestled together would really, I think would look incredible, frankly, but I'm obviously biased. That, yes, I agree with that. That should be a good goal. I think this one I like. This number B will happen. It might be like, I might reserve this for the last episode, but I think CPR should finally be made mayor. I think I've talked about this in early episodes that I should have done this, and it was something I was kicking around as an idea, kind of protect the mayor. If the mayor ever dies, I'm going to just skip the trader right now. It's really nothing for me to get from him. He might give me steel or something, but for continuity. I just figured if the mayor died, I would say the season's over. I have to protect the mayor. It might be something I do in a future season, but yes, I agree. That would be pretty cool. And I think CPR is the logical choice as the trader. He's kind of the skilled, the tradesman. He does, you know, the blacksmithing, the stonemasonry, and obviously this whole thing has kind of been built off his back. Yeah, I think that's pretty fun. A proper town needs someone to keep things organized, of course. And yeah, I think he would be the likely candidate. And I think that would be a good symbol of this has kind of gone from this outpost camp settlement to now it's a kind of a flourishing city. So I think that would be a good element. The wagon is a very useful thing, but I think to show your people you are fully settled, you need to have everything needed set up in your town and be able to unpack that wagon and settle in finally. Yeah, that's kind of a good element. It kind of goes with B. It's not something you would think, obviously, but I think it would be a good gesture and like you say, a good sign that we're there and we're ready. And frankly, I think the struck wagon is going to come a lot sooner than that. It's just going to be in the way at some point. I haven't wanted to do that because, as I've been told and taught and learned and made to realize, it's a really awesome resource for these guys. Like, everything they need is in there. So, you know, where I had the production line here, which I thought was pretty good, it's not bad, it's fine. This is actually quite a bit more efficient having them work here because they can get everything they need in here. I'm out of tools, aren't I? There are many people standing around. Yes, this happens very often. It's still not something I'm used to. Let's just throw a couple more hammers. Where are they? You'd think I would know where all these things are by now. 25. I go crazy on tools now because I just ain't nobody got time for that, right? So we will go move to top, move to top. All right, move to top. Oh, it's because I'm not highlighting something. There you go. All right, so yeah, and I think that would be pretty cool. And like you said, it would be a good gesture to kind of show that, yeah, we're done. We don't need this traveling wagon anymore. We're there. This is where we're at. This is where our home. This is where we're settling down. Optional. It's this is something I would like to do for not only him, but I think there will be quite a few that might enjoy this. I know you've mentioned you are not a fan of the adventure. I'm not. I don't really like it. I think it kind of doesn't fit in, frankly. But I would love to see the first-person guided tour just once, when everything is finally all the way done. Starting from the outside, the front gate, of course, and walk up to the entrance through the gate. I think it would be pretty epic. Anyone else feel the same? So please let me know in the comments if that's something you'd like to see. I could even do that maybe, you know, like as a walking out, do the opposite. You know, we crown CPR mayor, everybody rejoices, and then I'd go into this adventurer mode and walk out. I don't know. Ideas are welcome. Please let me hear them. That would be something I could even, you know, like I said, just because 1.6 comes out doesn't mean I'm deleting the save file. So even if that were not to happen, I could do that kind of as a wrap-up kind of episode. But that definitely seems like something I could do. I'm going to save this. I'm going to use this as my roadmap. Thank you so much, dude. It was a really articulate kind of little comment, really kind of summed up a lot of the ideas I was having, and I was having a hard time kind of putting them all into a nice little neat list. But yeah, I think I'm going to pretty much use this as a roadmap. If you guys have some advice and things you'd like to see, let me know. I will add that to this list. So we are going to pretty much wrap up this episode with this. Grace has been actually getting some nice action out here. She's 16 infantry. Let's see what she's got here. She's got some food on her. She doesn't move very fast. Actually, I'm going to get rid of a couple food for her. Now, what I should do is I should take some of this up, but she's steeled up. The bronze broadsword kind of annoys me, but hopefully next time she comes in, she will grab a halberd because I've got a couple of those ready. All right, so let's just let her handle some business. She's not hurt at all, okay? So there always is the chance. If you guys aren't familiar, there's a chance she's going to get one hit. Despite the armor, it doesn't guarantee really much protection. They are able to still clomp right through the armor, but there you go. We have it. Wolves are pretty easy. They seem to get a little harder when they have a goblin on their back. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but there you go. She is just patrolling, keeping the path safe so we can get those migrants and things. But that is going to wrap up episode 50, guys. I thought it was kind of cool to use this as a, episode to kind of add in a bunch of names. I'm sorry there wasn't actually a lot of gameplay for you guys to see me doing here. But this is kind of one of those labor times where I have to get the ground filled, I have to get the wall going. Would have been kind of a boring episode anyway. And then we discussed the roadmap. So once again, any kind of input you guys have, please post down in the comments. Always welcome. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it so far. It's been a long one, 50 episodes. That's got to be, oh man, at least 75, 80 hours of gameplay. It's incredible. But yeah, I love this game, and you guys seem to enjoy it too, and I love kind of interacting with you about the game. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.